Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the next reading session. Today, I'm gonna continue with the second part of the story I started yesterday, so let's begin. Okay. So, they belong among the 57 different kinds, but Bob Hart's sketch was not destined to the end in a pickle jar. He called it Mice Will Pay. He had kept it quiet and hidden away ever since he wrote it, waiting to find a partner who fitted his conception of Helen Grimes. And here was Helen herself, with all the innocent abandon, the youth, the spritliness, and the flawless stage art that his critical taste demanded. After the act was over, Hart found the manager in the box office and got Cherry's address. At 5 the next afternoon, he called at the musty old house in the West 40s and sent up his professional card. By daylight, in a secular shirtwaist and plain white skirt, with her hair carped, and her sister of Charity Eyes, Fiona Cherry might have been playing the part of Prudence Wise. Okay. The deacon's daughter, deacon's daughter, in the great unwritten New England drama, not yet entitled anything. I know you act, Mr. Hart, she said after she had looked over his card carefully. What did you wish to see me about? I saw you work last night, said Hart. I've written a sketch that I've been saving up. It's for 2, and I think you can do the other part. I thought I'd see you about it. Come in the parlor, said Miss Cherry. I've been wishing for something of the sort. I think I'd like to act instead of doing turns. Bob Hart drew his cherished Mice Will Pay from his pocket and read it to her. Read it again, please, said Miss Cherry. And then she pointed out to him clearly how it could be improved by introducing a messenger instead of a telephone call and cutting the dialogue just before the climax while they were struggling for the pistol, and by completely changing the lines and business of Helen Grimes at the point where her jealousy overcomes her. Hart yelled it to all her structures without argument. She had at once put her finger on the sketch's weakest points. That was her woman's intuition that he had lacked. At the end of their talk, Hart was willing to stake the judgment, experience, and savings for his 4 years of wonder will that Mice Will Pay would blossom into a perennial flower, perennial flower in the garden of the circuits. Miss Cherry was slower to decide. After many puckerings of her smooth young brow and tappings on her small white teeth with the end of a lead pencil, she gave out her dictum. Mr. Hart, said she, I believe your sketch is going to win out. That Grimes part fits me like a shrinkable flannel after its first trip to a handless hand laundry. I can make it stand out like the colonel of the 44 regiment at a little mother's bazaar. And I've seen your work. I know what you can do with the other part. But business is business. How much do you get a week for the stunt? You do know. Stunt. 200, answered Hart. I get 100 for mine, said Cherry. I get 100 for mine, said Cherry. That's about the natural discount for a woman. But I live on it and put a few simoleons every week under the loose brick in the old kitchen hearth. The stage is all right. I love it. But there is something else I love better. That's a little country home someday with Plymouth Rock chickens and 6 ducks wandering around the yard. Now let me tell you, Mr. Hart, I am strictly business. If you want me to play the opposite part in your sketch, I will do it. And I believe we can make it go. And there's something else I want to say. There is no nonsense in my makeup. I'm on the level, and I'm on the stage for what it pays me. Just as other girls work in stores and offices. I'm going to save my money to keep me when I'm past doing my stunts. No old ladies' home or retreat for impudent actresses for me. If you want to make this a business partnership, Mr. Hart, with all nonsense, cut out of it. I'm in on it. I know something about vaudeville teams in general, but this would have to be one of the particular. I want you to know that I'm on the stage for what I can cart away from it every payday in a little manila envelope with nicotine stains on it, whereas the cashier has licked the flap. It's kind of a hobby of mine to want to craven myself for plenty of rainy days in the future. I want you to know just how I am. I don't know what an all-night restaurant looks like. I drink only weak tea. I never spoke to a man at the stage entrance in my life, and I've got money in 5 savings banks. Miss Cherry, said Bob Hart in his smooth, serious tones. You're in your you are in on your own terms. I've got strictly business busted in my head and stenciled on my makeup box. When I dream of nights, I always see a 5-room bungalow on the north shore of Long Island with a job cooking calm broth and duckling in the kitchen, and me with the title deeds to the place in my pongee coat pocket, swinging in a hammock on the side porch, reading Stanley's explorations into Africa, and nobody else around. You never was interested in Africa, was you, Miss Cherry? Not any, said Cherry. What I'm going to do with my money is to bank it. You can get 4%. 4% on deposits. Even at the salary I've been earning, I figured out that in 10 years I would have an income about $50 a month just from the Eastern interest alone. Well, I might invest some of the principal in a little business, say trimming hats or a beauty parlor, and make more. Well, said Hart, you got the proper idea all right, anyhow. There are mighty few actors that amount of anything at all who couldn't fix themselves for the wet days to come if they save their money instead of blowing it. I'm glad you get the correct business idea of it, Miss Cherry. I think the same way, and I believe that this sketch will more than double what both of us earn now when we get it shaped up. Okay, guys, thank you for listening to me today, and see you tomorrow on the third part. Thank you. Bye.